grit beats talent every single time. Introducing the new BF Goodrich all-terrain KO3 tire. Legendary toughness made tougher. BF Goodrich, what are you building for?
Not only has employee pricing been extended at Alexander Ford in Yuma, it's better than ever. It's Employee Pricing Plus. You still pay what we pay on the entire lineup of new Fords. Plus, take a test drive this month, and you could win $10,000 cash. Just scan this QR code to register. It's another incredible month to save on Ford Escapes, Explorers, Expeditions, and of course F-150s and Super Duties. For a difference you can count on, it's Alexander Ford in Yuma.
All right, welcome back, everybody. We are here once again with your Method Race Wheels Fishgistics update presented by Fox Shocks. At you guys live all day long, every hour on the hour, just like always for the 2025 Baja 500. There we go. I got the whole intro out of the way. All right, so we have some more updates for you guys. The carnage has started. We knew that the race was going to be kind of decided after the Mike's section, right, or in the Mike's section between Mike's and the coast. Like the race is going to be decided in there for most of these classes, and some people have finally started having some issues. Unfortunately for Jason McNeil, he has some fuel pressure issues. He has either a pickup issue or something's going on with the fuel pressure that it's not running right, and he's been trying to run it and it's just not working. And hang on, let me see if we can show you guys 1 second here. I'll bring it over as soon as the commercial's done. Unfortunately, they're stopped right after Mike's, and they're right on the course, and they literally just got pushed off the course a minute ago. But let me see if we can come over here and show you this. Here we go. So that is a look at them live right now. Unfortunately, not what we want to see. They actually just got turned around on the course. The MagCon spec truck just came by and kind of hooked their front bumper on him a second ago, and it like twisted him about almost like a 90-degree or 180-degree turn. So huge bummer for Jason McNeil. He had a great run going. The alarm started going on the dash there, and it said low fuel pressure. And then when they would start go up a hill, they couldn't do anything. When it was flat, they could go, but as soon as it went up on a hill, it didn't have any fuel pressure. So unfortunately for them, it looks like they are going to be out of the race. I don't know if they're completely out of the race. They're out of winning the race. If they can get it fixed, maybe pull the fuel cell apart. I imagine that's probably what Jason's working on right now. See if he can pull the top off, the sending unit and the filler plate off. See if there's something going on in there they can fix. Like if it's just a hose that has a hole in it, or I don't know, something with the pickup that got jammed on it. Who knows? If you can get it fixed, they might be able to start going. But yeah, that's what's going on there. So huge bummer for Jason McNeil, but we did want to give you guys that update there. Now, some other updates. The 19T, we were told, broke a sway bar arm. So the 19T has a broken sway bar arm, or they were stopped and they were going to change it. McNeil fuel pressure. Also the 70 is breaking belts. So the 70 is having a problem. You can see they're right back here. They're moving again now, so that's good, but they went through 2 belts in like 1 mile. So I don't know if something was out of alignment or something weird was going on there. But that was one update. All right, we have another guest joining us. I think we have Brad Wilson going to join us here. So let's see if we get Brad. Brad, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Hey, what's going on, man?
Oh, just enjoying it from home.
Yeah, you're at home instead of, once again, just like Andy, you're not in the race. Usually we're talking about you and giving race updates right now on where the Wilson cars are at. We have one Wilson car down there, but we had a bad update earlier. They rolled it over. What happened?
Yeah, so from what I'm hearing, it sounds like they clipped a rock, put it on its side. No major damage to the car, but they're back rolling again. Obviously, we're way down on time, about an hour. Which I know there's only 4 cars in our class this time, but one issue really puts you back quite a ways with the way that Reed and Parkhouse and Gong run. So Now it's going to be an attrition race for us. So just getting updates from the team as I can.
Yeah, it looks like they're
You
actually
know,
going to catch Gone in a minute because Gone is actually broken too. So he's
oh,
just in
okay.
front of them, sitting at 0 miles an hour right there at mile 100, and they're right here moving at 30 miles an hour at mile 99. So they actually probably passed them because that was 2 minutes ago. So they're probably past him at this point. But yeah, the other guys have checked out a little bit. But you never know what can happen, right? I mean, we have the 127 Cody Parkhouse. He's at 0, but that's a pit right there, I'm sure. And then the Reed car is just really checked out. They're up here past Mike's a little bit. So yeah, it's kind of spread out in class 1.
Yeah, but it's kind of like a lot of teams out there. Never give up. Finish is
Yeah,
a finish, so we always want to get to the finish line. Our team's going to stay there as late as we need to, and I'll be here doing my thing, getting updates as I can. But
awesome.
I'm going to jump off. I just wanted to come on, give a quick update. But everyone on our team is safe, and we are rolling again. So thanks for
Awesome.
everything you guys are doing. The updates have been great. The stream has been great, and try to catch you a little later in the day, maybe once kids go down,
All
and
right, good
see if we
luck
get
with
some
the
more
baby.
updates.
Good luck with the
All right,
baby.
thanks, man.
See ya.
All right,
Bye.
see ya. Bye.
All right, so that was a live update from Brad Wilson there. Unfortunately, he is in the States. He just had the baby not too long ago, so he stayed home for this one. But he'll be back hopefully at the 400, and then we know we'll see him at the 1,000 for sure because they're always there. So thanks for the update there, Brad. But let's see. So we just did class 1 for you guys. Let's look at the spec trucks. We told you that Jason McNeil was broken. Actually, we didn't even do the trophy trucks yet, huh? Let's do the trophy trucks first. So the 83 and the 46, they are really close together. You can see this camera when it starts going again. He was right. Toby was right on Luke. You can see he's in his dust. See that dust? He's literally on it. Oh, here we go. He's on him right here. He's on him. Look at, there's Luke. Let's see if he hits him. This is live right now. We are watching this live via Starstream. He is on Luke's bumper. This is Toby Price driving. That is Luke and Jason Duncan in the front car. This is Toby Price. It looks like he just bumped him. Oh, oh, that was a good one right there. So this is Toby Price and Brent Bauman, and Luke pulled over. There you go. You can see there's his camera in the rear. So you just saw a pass for the lead live. That was live right now. New leader. You guys just saw it. That is Toby Price. Just got around Luke McMillan for the physical lead. Now, Luke McMillan is driving the whole race himself. Toby Price is getting out at mile 272. So mile 272 is where Toby's going to get out, and then Paul's going to get in and take it to the finish. Now, I know what Luke's not Luke's strategy. I know what Toby's strategy is right here, and Andy kind of talked about it earlier. That he wants to get a gap to give the truck to Paul because they're going to take a couple extra seconds doing that driver change. So Toby, he's going to check out right now. Watch Toby. He's going to try to run as hard as he can right now to the finish, and he wants to give Paul as much time as he can on Luke. He knows that Luke is right there, but Luke's not going to drive as hard right now because Luke knows they got to do a driver change. So Luke's probably just going to sit right in the back of their dust and know that he's going to be able to maybe catch him during the driver change. You don't know. So let's see if we go back over to the tracker. What mile are we at? We're at mile 203 right now. So Paul is going to get in about 70 miles. So Toby Price has about 70 miles to put as much time as he can on Luke McMillan. Now, behind both of them, we have Alan Ampudia and Tavo Vidosla. Tavo's actually running third. So Tavo's going to be behind Luke now. And then fourth is Alan Ampudia. We have a little bit of a gap. And then we have the 5, Robbie Gordon, in the dual engine, dual transmission truck. So pretty cool. Good racing in the front. That is our top 5 right now. Really close together. Then look at this. We got a gap. These guys have actually gapped the field today. I mean, we got the 1L, hasn't updated for 11 minutes, so it is going to be closer than it looks right there. And then Justin Lofton, same thing, hasn't updated for 12 minutes. There we go. 1L just updated. So there is a little bit of a gap between the 5 and the 1L. Not quite as close as these front couple cars are, but you can see we have Ethan Ebert. There's your first two-wheel drive right there. So two-wheel drive, two-wheel drive is going to be Ethan Ebert, the two-wheel drive class. Justin Lofton is four-wheel drive. Dan is four-wheel drive. I was trying to find the second two-wheel drive right there. So Sam Baldy, the 82T. They are not that far behind the 81T. So the 81T and 82T, Sam Baldy and Ethan Ebert, and that's actually Richard Glassick in the Honda right now. So they got Richard Glassick and Brandon Wells. Richard's driving and Brandon Wells is navigating in the Ethan Ebert vehicle right now. And oh no, they just came to stop. That's not good. Were they at 0 a second ago? I don't think we saw them. Yeah, they're changing to flat right now. They said, okay, they're changing to flat. We just got that information from Wes. Thanks for that, part of the team. So the 81T is currently changing a flat. Let me see if we have their camera. It's on. It is on. Hold on. Here we go. There we go. This is currently the 81T right here. Hear him? That's the air. All right, so he's about done probably. That's Richard Glassick sitting right there. So Brandon Wells is out changing a tire right now in the 81T. This is your first Class 2 two-wheel drive. Trophy truck two-wheel drive. This is first place right now. We are watching this live. This is being the flat changed. Let's see if anybody can get around them. Look, if you look at the tracker, here comes the 82T. So the question is the 82T going to go by, or are they going to be able to hold them off? That's Jason McNeil. Oh, yeah, Honda Factory. There we go. I had to find which tab they were on. We've got too many tabs now. So that is, let's see. Pull the sound down a little bit for you guys. So we're waiting to see if they can go out before they get past. I want to see if they're going to get past or not. That's what we're looking at right now. Tire change taking a little bit here. I don't know if they have another issue or not, but it's taking them a minute. Meanwhile, here's Paul Wheel and Toby. This is your first place, all-wheel drive, first overall vehicle on the course. We just saw him pass Luke McMillan a minute ago. This is the Honda right here, getting ready to change the flat tire and get back in. Looks like he's getting in. All right, so Brandon's getting back in. All right, he's back in and they're moving again. All right, so the 81T, let me turn that sound off. All right, so the 81T is moving. We just saw they did not get past, so the 81T is still going to be out front. Oh, 16T, look at this. Cameron just jumped up there in the middle. However, he's at 0 miles an hour right there. Man, this is getting crazy, all this different changes. The trackers today have sucked, honestly. So when they update, people jump all the way around. That's why it's always good to watch the live stream video. You can see exactly what's happening, right? So so this is crazy here. We got the 16T is actually in second, but showing it 0 miles an hour. So I don't know if they're going to get going again or not. They are 0.9. Maybe it was like a really, really slow turn or something. We're going to see if Cameron's updates again moving. But the 81T is going to start moving again because we just saw them on the camera, right? So I'm going to wait a second here and see what happens. 82T is right there, just updated. So that is a good update. So that's first, second, and third in the two-wheel drive class right there. First, second, and third. In the front, we had first and second, as you guys saw. It was Toby Price and Luke McMillan. Toby went around Luke just a few miles ago. We got Tavo is going to be in third. And obviously, when you see the course like this, this isn't an actual line. So no, they're not off the side of the course. Don't worry. That was just the GPS files messed up. They are on the course right there. You'll see everybody will go over there. So don't worry. Nobody's cheating there. See how straight that line is? That's impossible. You wouldn't be able to have a straight line like that. So that's a little bit of a glitch on the GPS file here on the tracker. All right, so that's what's going on there. You can see here's Paul Wheel and Toby Price. Toby Price still driving. So yeah, how's that for some action for you guys, huh? Pretty cool. Someone else says Cameron has a flat too. Oh boy. All right, well, Cameron is moving again now. I just saw his video. Cody just got back in the car. So perfect. They are moving again. You can see here's their video. There's Cameron right there. Let's see if the camera's working. Yep, there he is. All right, so Cameron's moving again. Back in the car. So Cameron and Cody moving again in the vehicle. This is your times right here. Let's look at some times. These are populating. Okay, don't look at the times. The second sector was not on when the leaders came through. So if you do go look at these times and you see Dan McMillan right here, he's not actually first. He's not first. It wasn't on. So we're going to have to wait until the sector 3 times up here to get good split times over here. All right. So don't pay attention if you guys are looking at the score live timing. Sector 2, ignore it, except for the trophy trucks on, like behind them. Anybody that's coming through it now, it'll work. So the trophy truck specs, it'll work. Class 10, class 1, all those will work, but do not look at this for accurate information for the all-wheel drives or the two-wheel drives, because it was not all tracking on here. Okay, so keep that in mind when you guys are looking at that that thing right there. And yeah, there's action going on all over the place here. This is pretty cool. The racing action nowadays between Starstream and Starlink being able to watch in the cars, it's just I mean, it's pretty cool. All right, let's try and give you guys some updates actually here on some other classes. Look at this. Here's your two-wheel drive. First, second, third, all moving now. So 81T, Ethan Ebert, Richard Glassick driving first. Cameron Steele, Cody Stewart, second. Sam Baldy, 82T, third. First, second, and third, all within about 1.5 or 2 miles of each other. Let's go find the lead spec. Justin Davis, going to be your lead spec now because Jason McNeil is out with fuel pressure issues or fuel pickup issues, either one. EJ Herbst, Ryan Millen, second. Third, Jack Olagus in only his second Baja race in his own truck. So Jack Olagus, third position right now in the trophy truck spec. Cody Reed, first class 1. And behind him is Jordan Brenthal. That is Abdali Lopez driving. So he is going to be fourth there. Then we got Mike Mersal. Mike Mersal is in the vehicle now. So Grabowski is out. Mike Mersal is in. Mike's going to take it all the way to the finish. So that will be Mike Mersal in the vehicle for the rest of the day there. Ryan Hancock, Dan Fresh. Dan Fresh started in that truck. I believe he's still in. I forget what mile they were changing at, but it was Dan Fresh. And then Ryan was going to get in later. I think he's going to get in at 240 on the beach side, but I will confirm that for you guys, or somebody can confirm it here in the comments. Ben Hagel is there. We got Thor Herbst there. Oh, Ben Hagel's there. Thor Herbst there, and then Kevin Adler there. All right, let's go look at the UTV classes because we haven't checked on them much. Brock still out front, of course. I don't even know why we need to check on the front of this class. I mean, if Brock's car is moving, he's winning, right? And look at the gap that he's already got. He's already put a gap on these guys. So Brandon Sims is going to be second. Justin Morgan third. That is an SCI car. Justin Morgan is driving the 4th SCI car this race. So 2 SCI cars, and then Brandon Sims in the top 3. Just got a report. Rob Mack lost a rear ring and pinion, rear gear for Rob Mack. So bummer for the number 11. Rob Mack, it sounds like he has a broken ring and pinion in the rear. So no good, not a good update for Rob Mack. Wayne Matlock in 4th. Michael McFadden in 5th. And then Kristen Matlock 6th, and Justin Lambert is 7th. So that is your leaders in the Pro UTV Open class. Let's look at the forced induction class. Let's see. Okay, Caden Wells still in front. So Caden Wells and Emma Cornwell in there as always. First place, still first on the road. Dustin Jones, he was 4th last time we checked. He's moved up to 2nd physical. 3rd is going to be Carlos Ibarra. Then we got Edgar Garcia here right next to Zach Lumsden there. Then we have Jorge Cano, Connor, who's behind him, Carlos. Gets real tight here. These ones, when they don't, who knows what position these are in. That's a look at your Pro UTV forced induction. Class 10, they're going to be right here in front of them. So I'm going to go back up a little bit. All right, Class 10 leader, Harley here in the 1013. We got Eliseo, still 2nd place. So it's been 1 and 2 has been the same the last couple times we checked on them. 3rd is Elliot Watson. He's moving up a little bit. 4th, Matt Willert. Jason Shipman is going to be 5th. Next, Zach McLaren. And then Francisco Vera. So look at that. The top, what is that, 7 or 8? 7, top 7 class 10 cars within a couple miles of each other. Really good race in class 10. Usually is because it's kind of like a spec class, right? They have the same motor. Pretty much it's kind of a spec class, not really, but kind of. Usually really close racing though. So class 10 still close. Who else do we have to look at? Let's see. Getting some more updates for you guys. We got an update. Luke has a flat tire, it sounds like. So Luke has a flat tire back at the front. There's an update. The 83, 0 miles an hour. Okay, so that's not ideal for Luke. Flat tire. Jason Duncan, one of the fastest guys out there, he can change a tire in a minute. So by the time this thing updates again, that car should be moving. So the question is Tavo going to get around Luke or not? Neither Tavo nor Luke have a camera, so we can't turn on either one of theirs. But look at this. It looks like Tavo may have got around him. We'll have to wait and see one more update. We might have a change for 2nd place here in the front. Let's see. You guys are looking for Robbie Gordon. He's right here. So he's running currently in 5th position in the number 5. Robbie Gordon having a good day. He's going to take that thing to mile 238, and then Max is going to get in. So he's almost got it to Max. He's only got to go about 30 more miles, and then Max is going to get in the car in the number 5, and Max will be driving for the first time in a trophy truck in Baja for a score race. So that's pretty cool. That's cool for Max. Cool for Robbie to be able to bring it to him too. So question is, I'm waiting to see one more update here. Did Tavo just get around Luke? We just heard Luke has a flat tire, and Tavo he's going to get around him or not. It's going to be really close, but that's not ideal for Luke. He's going to have to make up some time now. Long way to go. We're only halfway through the race, 460 miles, and we're literally 211 in. We're less than halfway. So lots of time for things to happen. Alan and Pudia right there. All right, we'll check on him in a minute. How's Brock doing? We just showed you Brock is kicking ass like always. I mean, you don't even have to ask. If Brock is running, he's winning, right? What other class didn't we check on real quick for you guys? And then we'll be done with this update. Let's see. Class 11. We got to go look at class 11. Let's see. Are they still running? We got to go up here. Yes. Okay. Oliver still running. 1103 still running. The 1111 lost some time. Oh no, he's at 0 miles an hour. That's why. Okay, so not good for the 1111. The good thing is he's right by the road. It is pretty easy to get into where he is, and they're so far in the back there that the chase crew should be able to get to him pretty easily. Hopefully they can get the 1111 fixed and get it going again. He's in a good spot to be able to do that. But it is good news. The 1100 is running and the 1103 is running. We did check on class 1. Maybe you missed it if you didn't join us at the beginning. It's super easy checked on them though. The 168 Cody Reed has a massive lead right now. So 168 way out front. The second place one is going to be down in here somewhere, or second place. Oh, way back here. Cody Parkhouse. He's still sitting in the pit. So he has a problem because he's been in there for a while. He was in there when we first started this update. Cody Parkhouse is second, and then the 138 Wilson car rolled over earlier. Kyle Quinn, they got it fixed, got it back on the wheels. They're running third. That's a look at your hustle in there. Someone just said Luke is out. What do you mean, Lucas? Did someone just say that somewhere? What's that update? Luke is out. Let's see. I haven't heard that yet. Where did you get that from, Luke? Lucas Hand says Luke is out. Let us know where you got that update from. I haven't heard that one yet. That would be a bit of a shocker if he is, unless he had a catastrophic failure of the truck there, but he is still sitting at 0 miles an hour, so that's not good. Let us know what happened there. Definitely, that's a bummer if that's true. That means that Tavo is going to be second, and then Ampudia is going to be third. Actually, we just saw Ampudia just went by Luke, and he is pulled over on the side. I just saw that on his camera. So yeah, Ampudia just went by Luke, and he was still pulled over on the side. So that is a bummer. If Luke is out, maybe that is a catastrophic failure more than a flat, maybe like an engine or a transmission or something for him to be done. We'll try and find out what's going on there, and then let you guys know. Yeah, if I get an update. All right. Well, that's the end of this update. We will be back at 3 o'clock. We'll know what happened to Luke by then, but that's really unfortunate if it is true that Luke is out of the race. We haven't confirmed it yet, but he just said a broken upright. Well, that's interesting because that's the same problem that Polvardi had earlier, or looked like. But Polvardi hit a big ditch. So I haven't really seen any of these. That is kind of weird because I haven't seen those parts break on the Masons before, right? Have you guys seen uprights break or the Uniball cups or any of that break? Haven't seen any of that break before. So that is kind of interesting. If Luke had the same failure possibly that Polvardi did, that's a little bit interesting. So we'll have to see if that's the case. But big bummer for Luke if he is. Really unfortunate. I know Luke really wants to win. I know he really wants to win the 1000 every year, but he always wants to win every race. But bummer. All right. Well, that means we got Toby Price out front, Tavo Vadosola second, Alan Ampudia third, and your Mr. Robbie Gordon in the number 5 dual engine, dual transmission truck is going to be 4th position as soon as he goes around Luke in a minute. Come back at 3 o'clock and we will have that confirmed for you guys and any other updates. So we'll see you in just a little bit. Thanks for tuning in. See you soon.
The international race attracts drivers and off-road racing enthusiasts from all over the world.
Off-road racing is important to Baja Designs because, simply put, it tests the envelope and it clearly makes or breaks the progression aspect of what we do and why we do it. The racers out here are the 1% pushing it to its full potential. This is a proving ground for every aspect of lighting.